Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about support and resistance, how I love to use it. I hope this will help you out. If you need a trading strategy, just look under this video at tradewithjd.com. I've spent over $15,000 in trading education. I provide this for you for free. I could need some results. I would love to get some feedback there from you. I hope this will help you out. So about support and resistance, I love to use support and resistance always with the market pressure. So there are always three steps. The first step is always to pull the market together. And once I pull the market together so much so I cannot see every single candle, what happens is I can see more the contraction phase. A contraction phase is where the market is wiggling around, and I want to see in what tendency is the market wiggling. So is it wiggling up or is it wiggling down? And when having these contraction phases there, I always have the rule that each contraction phase is like a city. Just imagine it is like a city. And this is contraction phase A, B, and C. I'll show to you how I love to read this how I read this in the market, and it works out very well for me. And once we can see here A, B, and C, imagine always that once the market comes from C to B, it has it very hard. So there are three ways mostly. Either it goes fast through, it goes like a zigzag through like this, or it doesn't make it at all. So it has a very hard time. So like a zigzag, and then it goes down just like this. So I love to use always the support and resistance lines where the market has a hard time going through, because this is where price is attractive. It means that I can see that this is an area that once the price market is there, it moves in one of these directions very fast. It doesn't matter for me that much in what direction it moves that fast. Of course, I want to see that the market is going in one direction. I want to be right for my trade. But this is where also the risk-reward ratio comes in hand, because for each trade I risk $100 and I want to have $500. So it's more about the risk-reward ratio. So quality with quantity in combination. So just one trade is not that... It's not that important. It's important to have 5 trades, 10 trades. And then, for example, if I have 3 losing trade and 1 winning trade with $500 win, I still have $200 or even more profit. So I'm going to show to you here the full trading strategy without any secrets or whatsoever. So I love to trade. I love to draw the support and resistance lines on the lowest point, on the lowest high, and the highest high when looking for short. This is a short example. On long, we're using the lows. So for example here, this is here the highest high, and this is here the lowest high on the contraction phase. And once the market goes up, what happens very fast is that here where the circle is I'm drawing, this setup occurs. So there are these 3 steps. Step number 1, identifying how much the market is pressuring in one direction, what I just showed to you, pulling the market together. Step number 2 is using that indicator. If you go to tradewithjd.com/training that you find under this video also, you can find these different indicators that I love to use, such as the anchor VWAP, one-day VWAP, and the support and resistance lines that I love to use. And then once it touches where this indicator is, we go to step number 3, that is using the setup. The setup for me is just a red candle or a rejection wick. In this video, we're going to talk about the red candle. Something that works out best for me is a color switch. So just that the market does a green candle and a red candle in a 1-minute chart. I'm going to show this to you. So here, we pull the market together. We can see that the market is going down. The white line here is the one-day VWAP, so time and volume. And the candlesticks are time and price, are both going down in one direction. Now the second thing is always what indicator am I using to go short? For example, this is the anchor VWAP here that I used, for example, for this trade here. But we're going to talk about the support and resistance lines, and this is how I use here the support and resistance line. So when using here the support and resistance lines, we can see here that this is a high. This is the one contraction phase here. The market goes here lower with the color switch, and this is the next. So as you can see here, this is how I love to use the support and resistance line. And once the market goes there and it touches with just a color switch, so green candle occurs, the red candle occurs, the market touches this line. It's very important for me that this red candle is not so long, like here, for example. I want to have a small red candle like here. So entering after my color switch is closing, placing the stop up here, and then using to take profit on a higher time frame, or when looking to the left if I have any lows that I can aim at, but there's nothing, as you can see here. So what I have here this 1-hour chart. This was the August of 8. I go here to the left and I see here literally there is nothing. All I have is here this low here, for example, or I have this low. I'm always aiming for lows. And as you can see here, the market is almost reaching it, but not properly. So I have something that is called volume. This is a volume profile. It would be another topic. I use this only for take profits. I have a lot of colleagues. They use it also to make entries, but I don't like to use it for entries. And as you can see here, once the market goes here to this volume profile, the reaction comes, right? So this is also one of my take profit lines. So when going here back now to my 1 minute chart, we can see literally that the market goes here where also my exit was. There was also a lot of liquidity when using a heat map, but this is another tool that is a bit too complicated, I think, for the beginning. For the beginning, I think it's very important to have these 1-to-5 risk-reward ratio trades that I'm going to show you here. So we see the market is going down. We have our support. First one, we see the market is going in one direction. Second one, we have our support and resistance lines. And third one, the market does the color switch how it's supposed to. And this would be the entry. And the risk reward ratio, trading this long color switch for the beginning, I think is okay. Aiming for this low here, using a 1 hour chart, is a risk reward ratio of 5 days. You can see here. So $100 risk, $500 take profit. It is very important to let the trade come to us, to expect that there are sometimes days that we may only get 1 or 2 trades, and there are days we get 5 trades. But the very high qualitative trades comes within 5 times a week. We're trading 1 or 2 hours between Monday to Fridays to the New York session. I think step number 1 first is to collect enough of these kind of trades. It's something what I explained in my free training. It is a $15,000 course that I'm providing you for free, because I hope this will help you out. I hope this is better than all the coachings you did, or like the video courses you paid for. You find the link under this video. And I hope you could take something out of this video. Leave me a follow or the subscribe thing and thumbs up. And I wish you all love. JT out.